You probably heard about the iPhone XR, and that is going to be the best-selling phone out of the three that were announced by Apple last week. And I'm not disagreeing with that. When I think about it, a little bit sad that that's probably true. How's it going, everybody? My name is DuShaun, and on this channel we talk about tech that fits you. And if you're looking for a channel like that, if you're looking for someone to be your tech advisor, tech consultant, or whatever may be the case, please consider subscribing to this channel. But for today, I just kind of want to have a discussion and talk about Apple and their way of selling their new products. Mainly the iPhone XR. Now, I'm not trying to say that the iPhone XR isn't a good phone. For most people, it's probably going to be delivering the experience that you want. But there are some things that I disagree with about what the product's actually offering, as well as the other two, the iPhone XS and iPhone XS Max. The first thing is pretty much the screen. I don't really see a reason why the phone cannot provide a 1080p screen. With a lot of phones at a price point over $300 that's able to offer a 1080p screen, and the fact that videos as well as Netflix, YouTube, and all that offer 1080p content, it's weird for a new phone, especially from Apple, and especially at a $750 price range, that it can't give you that experience. That with everything that's going into it, the new chipset, better battery life, you know, it's weird that they just couldn't ship it with a 1080p screen. I mean, that's really a minimal, or just a bare minimal requirement when it comes to you putting out any kind of phone. Yeah, if you're gonna buy a $50 phone, maybe you'd be able to accept that. If you're gonna buy a $100 to $200 phone, you know, there's some things that you just have to cut, mainly the quality of the screen. But should you really cut the fact that you're not gonna be able to see screens at better resolution? Do you really even feel like you're even saving that money? Honestly, I feel like you're paying that premium price and not getting it, not the fact that you got it at a cheap price by not paying that. I do not see this phone being $800 or $850 just so you can have the 1080p. I feel that you should have already gotten it at the $750. And right now, Apple's trying to sell you as they're really trying to give you an option. You know, the option to get a cheaper iPhone and you can get cool colors with it. But I feel like that kind of backfires a little bit, because now you're looking at the XS and the XS Max, and it's like, well, how come I can't get red in those phones? Like, I want a red XS Max. If I'm going to be paying $1,100 for that phone, why can't I just get it in the color that I want? I shouldn't have to get a skin from DRAM or a case in order to get the color that I want. Like, I should be getting those just because I want to have different looks, but I want a red iPhone XS Max. I don't understand why it's only a privilege for the cheaper phones. If you're going to be giving me options, shouldn't I have an option that just checks everything, like all of the above? I should be able to get that. And I feel that, you know, Apple created this product so that way they can try and hit a different market. But I mean, they could have just simply made the phone that just did everything. Like one phone with two different sizes that just did all of this, and not even worried about creating the cheaper phone, or one without the second lens. The iPhone X itself wasn't necessarily $1,000 worth this price, just like the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 probably isn't $1,000. But at least the Note 9, you get 128 gigs of onboard memory at the beginning, and only so much to go up for the 512s, versus if you want the iPhone XS Max at 512, that's $1,500. That is a lot of money. That used to be more money than my apartment used to be. Not anymore, unfortunately. But that's just a lot of money to kind of sink into something, and you're not getting all the options that could be provided. With this being like a incremental upgrade, it makes it harder for iPhone X users, you know, like like myself, to kind of say that, you know, it's hard to kind of want to go to any of these phones because I'm not really getting any benefit. It's still not exactly what I want. If anything, the only thing I gain with the fact that they actually have a bigger version of the phone, which is something I think everybody wanted in their last. But I also want it with all the above. I want to have all the options. That's just the kind of person that I am. I find a lot of value in getting almost everything I want, and I always hate it when a company wants me to be on one side of the aisle of you get this and lose that, or you can get all that and lose some other cool stuff. I do feel that companies, especially cell phone companies, just need to quit with that entirely. So again, I'm not saying that the iPhone XR is going to be a bad phone. I'm not saying that, you know, it's not worth the money. I mean, it is going to be worth or have some value for somebody. I just feel that if it was something like for me, especially in my case now, it's hard for me to kind of want to go up to those phones for the new chipset when I don't feel like even then, like those other actual upgrades are not really giving me a better upgrade than what I have now. I do feel that I would be more likely to buy their new products if they had a phone that just had all the above and actually give me the option of getting a phone with everything versus getting a phone that's just losing some things. So that was just the end of my rant, and hopefully you did enjoy it. And if you did, please hit the like button, and if you love the content that you just saw today, consider subscribing to the channel again. I do have a merch store where you can buy all kinds of nice comfy shirts and everything for you to enjoy. But with that being said, hopefully everything that you did see today will help you make a better and a more informed decision tomorrow.